Nikkita Lyons. A threat to the Women's Championship.
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to After News to Light. So this is an interesting segment. So in this vignette, Blair Davenport revealed that she was the one behind all of the attacks. So is this pretty much over when it comes to the mystery attacks and that nobody else had did them with Blair Davenport? Like, should we give up on hope that anybody else was a part of this? Like, because she took credit for Nikkita Lyons, Wendy Choo, Sol Ruca, all in the parking lot. I like how they did the recap too, where they spotlighted where all the attacks took place so that people who never seen how big the WWE Performance Center is, they could see how big it was. It's not a real big building either. Like, it's not super big. I've been down there before in Orlando. I've been to that building before. It's not a big building by any means. It's not a big building at all. It looks like it could be big, but it's not a big building, bro. And so all the attacks was happening like close to each other and all this other stuff. It's almost like the size of a high school, really. If I could like give you like, I don't think it's like the size of a university campus. It's like more the size. It's like a studio / like high schools type campus type thing set up or whatever. But nothing like too big though. But anyway, so Blair Davenport, says she attacked all these women, and that she said she has all the women to worry and to get her the wrong side or whatever of her. And that's when she started addressing Roxanne Perez or whatever. So, and she said that the enemies of Blair, beware. And I'm honestly, okay, so where we're at in this whole thing is, it feels like they've pretty much wrapped up the parking lot mystery thing. Like, I think it's probably wrapped up. I'm starting to lose out hope that there's more involved in this. Like, I think like I said it, if once they kind of go over all of this, that'll probably be it. And that doesn't mean they did this correctly, because now I got to be a little bit negative here. I think they could have did this a lot better. I think that the way they did this whole thing, it kind of feels underwhelming. And I really want you guys in the comment section to really let me know. I want to reveal the poll result real quick first, though. It was a poll result I put up from last week, and I asked you guys who you guys thought was who you guys thought attacked Nikkita Lyons in January. So obviously Blair Davenport is taking, like, she's not saying Tatum Paxley did it with her. So we gotta assume right now it was just Blair Davenport. And so far the voter count was 857 votes. Most people did vote for Blair Davenport, so y'all got that poll right. Thank y'all for voting, and thank y'all for the 48 likes as well. Now back to business here. Where I got to get a little bit negative at with this is that I feel like the build up for this whole damn thing, they built this thing up for almost 6 months, or 5 or 6 months. Let's be honest here. If this is it, that is a very underwhelming mystery that y'all just wrapped up. Like, if it was just Blair Davenport, I ain't feeling that. I'm not feeling that at all. Because you did all of this build up and we didn't come out with a staple out of this. A bunch of group attackers. Like, what? Like, nah, fam. Like, I'm not down with that. That right there, that feels cheap. That feels cheap. As much as I supported HBK, that feels very cheap. I'm not feeling that, bro. I'm feeling very disappointed. If it comes out like this and this is it, and there's no more a part of this, I'm going to feel very, very disappointed. I don't think you should ever do a mystery attack where there's only one person involved. I don't think you should do mystery attacks like that. You should always have a mastermind, which could be the one person, like, it's somebody's idea to do all of this, and then you have some henchmen. I don't think you should ever do it where it's just one person doing the attacks. I think that's so lame. It doesn't really create any intrigue or interest. The only way they could save this is if whatever they do with Tatum Paxley is gold. or if they add more people into a stable with Blair Davenport. That's the only way they can really save this. But the overall mystery attack, it feels very underwhelming. I gotta say that right now, guys. I gotta say it feels very underwhelming. It feels very underwhelming. It wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be, man. It kind of feels like if this is it, it doesn't feel good. And this was my fear when they first revealed Blair Davenport 2 weeks ago. This was my fear, was that they were going in this direction where there wasn't anybody else involved. And I don't regret going over all of the suspects, because that was really fun to do. And I'll do it over and over again. If we had something like this coming up in the future, I will do this over and over again. But I have nothing to do with the way they book it. So that's another reason why I'm not going to feel like, it's a bad thing or whatever. But where I do feel, like I said, where I feel underwhelmed at is that I feel like there could have been so much more to this. I felt like they could have actually stretched this out even longer. You could have still revealed Blair Davenport and you could have revealed Tatum Paxley, but what you could have did was you could have stretched it out and not let us know who, the motives, and then you could have revealed the mastermind, the real mastermind of everything with this. You could have revealed that what? You could have revealed that in let's say let's say if it was a Nikkita Lyons, like I was telling y'all last week. She's not coming back until the fall or the winter. So you could have held that all the way up until then and been like, I faked my attack. I'm hitting up this new stable with these girls. And that would have been cool as fuck. It would have made it feel like the mystery was worth following. Now I kind of feel like, man, was this really worth following now? That's it? It was this Blair Davenport? That's it? You could have gave us more than that. Come on, man. It feels underwhelming, man. It feels like it's empty. It don't feel like they did this right. And I have a problem with that. So, I don't know. I have to be negative about that this week. Let's see if anything else comes out of this. I do want to see what's going on with the whole teaming up of Tatum and Blair. Let's see where they go with that. I am interested in seeing where they go with that. But everything else about this feels very underwhelming. It feels like it's rushed, like they could have did more. So let's see how they do it. And I'm right now, I don't know, man. John Drake, I definitely want to hear from y'all. Kawhi 2019, Predator Kingdom, all y'all, man. The rest of y'all that been with me on these mystery attacks, I want to hear from all of y'all, man. Where's y'all head at this? Do y'all feel like I feel? Do y'all have any ideas for how this can go? Let me know, man, because I definitely need help on this one, man. I was definitely underwhelmed. Man. But let me know what y'all thought. Go ahead and hit the like button for me. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel, y'all. I will see y'all next week for NXT. Big match. Braun Breaker against Seth Rollins next week. And in 2 weeks at Gold Rush, we have Thea Hale versus Tiffany Stratton, man. Should be pretty fun. Thank y'all for watching. After News Live. I'll see y'all next week.